What a day, folks. And before I head for the weekend, I thought I'll just record a video to kind of update where we are. And, exciting day. Initially, what felt like, bulls giving up and, a slow sell down, creating a lot of, bearish sentiment. But like I said, in the Substack and in the updates that I've been sharing, this seems like a way for drop. And I shared the areas that, as long as we are above 5173, which was 50% retracement of the move from FOMC to the top, we can stay bullish. And that's what you can see in the screen here that once we start dropping from this 5172 area, my hope for the last move up kind of diminishes, right? But no, that did not happen. It came down all the way to 5191, little below my expectations. I was hoping 5210 will hold, and that's where I got fumbled a little bit when I took the calls, but it dropped and they were short term, so I had to cut it out, right? And then I started again with the little more time so that if it doesn't pop today, at least we can get a pop on Monday, right? But that was the idea. But those calls went to almost 100%, and kind of gave me back my earlier losses. But regardless, what has happened? Just looking at overall why it bounced, where it bounced. Just wanted to explain that as well. I was sharing in my Discord that from the 4 hour standpoint, when I was looking at US 500, we had this demand zone here. This particular demand zone, this doji candle, which created this whole impulse move, right? And this doji candle is basically where your demand is, right? So you basically take the top and the lows of this doji candle, and that becomes your demand, where it needs to come down, test it, and bounces. Now, does it bounces all the time from the higher end? Sometimes it does, and that's where we start longing basically from this area. And that's where I when I messaged yesterday, at the end of the day, it was already into the demand, and I took the calls, which I sold up in the morning because it was not able to cross 50 to 58, which was yesterday's highs. Basically, first I was looking at in the morning for it to make a higher high. If I would have gotten a higher high, then I would still have closed my calls and waited for a higher low and a push up, right? That was my initial plan. But sometimes things doesn't go as planned. Market makers didn't give me a higher high. I ended up exiting my earlier calls, and they made a push down, right? It came down here around 50 to 10, and I thought, okay, this may be it, because this was a good level as well. I took that. But look what has happened. They actually did a stop loss hunt right below that demand zone, and just rallied it from there, right? So a spring action right after hitting the stop losses right below the demand zone, and a rally of almost 90 points just right from there. It's just crazy. Does it happen every day? No, but it was worth sharing it with you guys, so that's why I'm recording it. So that's what happened. Now, going back to what are we looking for next week? I think we are well on the way to wave 5. Can be somewhere around in the 5400 area, plus minus 20 points, right? So and if I'm looking at a small time frame structure here, I think what I've got till now is a wave 3 today of wave 1. So basically, I'm saying that we are still in larger wave 1 for the wave 5. So we probably should get a wave 1 somewhere here, closing the gap, right? And then retracement probably 5240 again, and can go a little lower, like 5227 as well. We'll see. But let's just, for argument's sake, for assessment's sake, let's keep it here. So wave 1, wave 2, gonna have a wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5, right? So somewhere in this ballpark number. This is very rough. I mean, once we have 1 and 2 and we can kind of assess where the wave 3 is gonna be 161% or 200%. But that looks to be my a little larger time frame count. And when I dissect it a little bit lower on where I am right now, I think we are doing a wave 1 2, 3, might get some rejection here at this resistance of 5282. Come back to 5260, bounce again towards 5300, close the gap, then start coming down, and then we start the next wave up like this, right? So that's gonna be a plan for next week, at least for SPX. That okay, if we get a dip on Monday back to 5260, it holds. We have about a 40-point rally to capture. Once this gap closes at around 5310, 5300, take the puts, take it down 60 points, and then we move up for wave three. So that's how I'm gonna play it. That's my assumption. And if any of these levels doesn't hold, like let's say for example on Monday 5260 doesn't hold, then it starts dropping, then I'll reevaluate. But for now, this is gonna be my plan. Hopefully that helps, and hope you had fun, made some money, and enjoy your weekend. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye bye.